G'day folks. Well, today I'm going to test this Italian-made old-fashioned three-phase electric motor for the first time using a proper VFD 240 three-phase. This motor is rated at 220 three-phase, 4.3 amps. It was never intended to be run on 415 three-phase, which is why it was never used in Australia. It came off an old drill press, a heel record tri-head drill press that was made in Dresden, 1937, just before the World War II. This one here was built in 1943 and fitted to the drill press while it was at Robert Bosch Electrical Works. I don't know whether it was an Australian version or Australian division of Bosch or the actual German Bosch factory, maybe in Dresden or nearby. But being 1943, I believe the Italians were still on the side of the Third Reich, so it may well have been a weapons or munitions plant machine, maybe aircraft or something like that. I believe, and I've been told by a historian, that the drill press probably came to Australia after the war as captured machinery, after one of the German cities was liberated. No idea on which city it came from or where, but let's give this old baby a run on the three-phase VFD, and then eventually I'll hook it up to this German compressor. Used to be a semi-hermetic refrigerant compressor, now a open drive air compressor. I'll remove the motor stator and everything like that. I have run this off a capacitor and it sort of started up alright, but I didn't get the correct microfarads at the time, so it was running a bit rough. Let's see how this thing goes. If you do a bit of history research on World War II, you would find that the Allied forces were forcing the Germans out of Italy at the time that this motor was built. So it's probably one of the more historical pieces of machinery I've got at the moment. I wish I could have saved that whole drill press, because that just would have been fantastic. But unfortunately, it was too far gone. It had been out in the weather for way too many years, and I just simply didn't have the space or lifting capacity to move it or reassemble it. So she's gone to, unfortunately, China to be melted down into widgets. Alright, time to test the Marelli three-phase induction motor on proper 240 three-phase. Turn the VFD on. Starting. Seems pretty happy. Low-speed motor. It's not designed to do 1400 RPM. It's 800 RPM at the most, and I sort of pushed it up to about 100 Hertz just then. About as fast as I ever want to go with an old motor like this. Sitting on about 3 amps. Pretty healthy. straighten out the stator. When they threw the drill press on its back, it actually crushed the stator to the point where it actually pinched the rotor and seized the whole thing up. I couldn't turn it when I first found it. That pulled the whole thing to bits and actually beat the rotor back into a round shape. Seems alright though. A lot of torque. About its rated speed there. Working fine again. Probably the first time this old motor's done a lot of work in a lot of decades.